Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is John Paul Ryan. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today, I'm going to talk about the brand new, super fantastic NPC Meme. So, real quick, let me read the definition I got off this website called knowyourmeme.com. NPC, that means the non-player character, is usually used to refer to a characters in computer games that are not controlled by the player, yet it is controlled by the computer and has a predictable behavior, which is a key point, predictable behavior. So, yeah, now that that stuff's out of the way, gotta say it once, just in case, and let's just keep reading for a minute. During the last few months, several memes illustrating NPC have been going viral among the right-wing and anti-progressive online movements in the US, mocking progressives as characters who are identical in their ideas and ideology, as if they are objects or pawns. And this is just a really great way to describe a social justice warrior on one level, because from the way I see it, there are two types of social justice warriors. There are social justice warriors on top who are actually in these major corporations and movie companies making the choices, and they are player characters. They are people who are, say, making Luke Skywalker a wimp in The Last Jedi. They're the people who are making all reboot of women, and these people are not NPCs. However, the people who just blindly like these movies and who try to find ways to make these movies seem great, or they're not even understanding why these movies are bad, those are the NPCs. So if you follow, there are two types of SJWs, and one of those types is an NPC. But there are leader types of SJWs who are actually player characters, who I would consider the main boss, or my personal main enemy. And the more serious thing about this is that in recent news we found out that Twitter banned 1,500 accounts that use this meme. I don't know details. I'm not sure if there were people uploading content as far as videos and blogs and, whatever, things like that, or if they were just simply users. But whatever it is, this goes against freedom of speech. So whatever side you're on, you should be saying, hey, wait a minute, we've got these social medias, and I can understand if they ban pornography or freedom of speech that is kind of X-rated, that you don't want children to see, or actual violent threats and things like that. But if it's just a silly meme like this, banning that seems like a violation of freedom of speech. So there's one side of this which is very disturbing. Some of you listening know this, and if you're a first-time listener, you probably don't. I am living in Japan, and sometimes I do a little bit of research just to see what's going on the American front and the Western front, because if I don't actively look for information, it doesn't just fall in my lap, and I don't have daily conversation with people at work and things like that. So let me read just a little bit more of this article from knowyourmeme.com. NPC memes are usually used to refer to Trump haters and prominent American progressive figures, including media outlets and agencies. The NPC Theory claims they all usually share the same opinion and positions that are mostly in criticism of Trump or the right wing. And in the case of the Civil War I'm in with Star Wars, I would say The Last Jedi and Lucasfilms and things like that. It seems like you hear a lot of the same repeats rather than these good theories and defenses as why people think things should be that way. For example, why was the Holdo hyperspace scene good? Well, it looked beautiful. Just keep repeating that. And then I hear people say, well, crybaby fans are just butthurt over Luke Skywalker. And this is like a defense to why it was good. They attack fans. So those are my NPCs. They just keep repeating things. They don't give a good reason as to why Luke would be like that, or even Han would be like that. They just say something like, well, Luke's a pacifist, so it made sense he threw away the lightsaber. No, throwing down a lightsaber in front of your enemy is a lot different than just throwing it over your shoulder in a peaceful situation. So, anyway, let me read this last part, and I gave my opinion on this already, so I'm going to read it and I'll say one more thing. Some might think that the NPC term is being used to replace the SJW social justice warriors, a term that is used to refer to anyone who promotes social justice, a distinct ideology found in parts of the West. It implicates that they are pursuing personal validation rather than any deep-seated collective conviction. So yeah, like I said, And I think if you could think about it a little bit, there are two types of social justice warriors. They're the ones who are on top, who are thinking about what they want society to look like and making moves towards that, and there are their followers, who are the large majority of them. So I would say this NPC refers to the follower social justice warrior. Again, from the personal side, this meme just feels real good. It's a feel-good meme. It's just something that finally feels like a weapon that people who are like-minded like me think. So, yeah, I'm happy about it. I keep singing that McDonald's song in my head. Da-da-da-da-da, I'm loving it. And I'm thinking about this meme, thinking more about it, thinking how I could talk more about it. For now, that's all I really have to say. We'll see what happens with it. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. If you agree with what I'm saying, please consider subscribing. This community is growing little by little. Love to have you, hear your support, hear your thoughts. I fuck up a lot and sometimes it's funny, so I will see you next time.